It has been a minute since we've been in the good old R32. So since Casey's been back, she ordered a set of brand new steel braided brake lines for this car. A lot of people suggested that the issue I'm having with this driver's side caliper is that the steel braided brake lines on the car currently are collapsing inside, which is why sometimes the caliper sticks, sometimes it's fine, and it kind of comes and goes. So today, all new steel braided brake lines all around the car, hopefully fix our issue, because the caliper itself, when I compressed it, it slid no problem. There's no corrosion. I don't think it's stuck at all. It's just the fluid getting stuck in the brake line. So hopefully this will fix our issue. Watch this. About to mess her up. What are you doing here? What's happening there? What you got in there?
Nothing.
Did I mess you up?
No, I wasn't actually filming.
I was trying to. Let's see those fancy things you got there. So these are the fancy steel braided lines she got from Pro Brake here in Germany. I actually ordered the same set for the Jetta wagon. So those should be here this week as well. But she got hers in blue to match the current calipers and the thunder caps. I got mine in red to match my stuff, but cool stuff. Does it work? There you are. I was trying to mess you up, but
I was filming.
I'm gonna get you. I gotta say, I haven't driven this car in a minute, but since driving the VR6 as a stock exhaust, this car sounds really good. Now this car seems much louder than before. Before I used to drive Miley's super loud. This car is not quite as loud as that, but compared to the stock VR6, sounds good. Your car sounds good.
I know, it's
compared to like the stock VR6 wagon, like it sounds way louder. Can't believe the sun's actually outside. This is wild. I haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks. Look how beautiful it is. It's amazing. Got us that fancy bay number 5 for today. All right, ready to go up. So I've got the car kind of low. That way she can sit on the chair and work on this side. We've already gone through the brake line. This thing matches like perfectly, which is sick. Same fitting for both sides. Everything checks out. Even has a little metal piece in the center to hold just like OEM. So she's gonna work on this side, I'm gonna work on the other side, and then we'll go to the back. Which actually, this isn't even the problem side. It's only just the driver's side, but might as well do all of them and make sure we don't have this caliper seizing issue anymore in the future. Pressure free?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so yeah, pull that end out first, then you can hang it down, spin the body side clean off, and put the new one on.
Pull this a little bit closer to me too.
And then this side will be done. So throughout this process working on her car, I'm only going to film a little bit here and there. If you want to watch the entire video, it'll be on her channel, which will be linked down below. I'll just film a couple highlights here and there and how it works afterwards. If you want to see the full video, make sure you check out her channel. My jet's flying. God, I love those things. Where's the next one? Oh my God, look at that. The coolest things in the world. I literally dropped my camera because I heard them going off. I need one. Someone to get me in a fighter jet, please. I think they're about to land. Last one is banked this way. The flight lines are right here. You can see a bunch of C-130 tails over there. I want to go in a fighter jet so bad. Like life goals. Those things sound so good. It's just the coolest thing ever. You can see them banking over there. And they'll land right over here. So cool. All right, how we doing over here?
Side's done.
Nice, look at that. Everything's in. I had to run outside fast. My jets were flying.
I understand.
Had to see them. That blue looks sick. So this side is done, and then on this side, I've got the first piece out. Actually, I had to cut here so we fit the entire wrench on it because this one was on a strip. So I just cut it, put the whole entire wrench around it, and got that one out. Just gotta spin the body one off, and then this side be out as well. This was actually the problem side. You guys see a little bit of break in the covering, but the line looks okay. And then also over here, there's some electrical tape on this section, so maybe there's like a break here or some exposed piece, but we'll pull it off and examine it more and see what the issue was. All right, so we've run into a slight issue for the rears. This is the factory line, which has been replaced before. You can see it has the KBA number on it, so it's not factory. But from this one to our new one from ProBrake, you can see how much longer that one is, which I didn't think would be an issue. But looking back here on the car now, I've got one in. Right up there, you can see it's already touching the body of the car, and the car is pretty much at ride height right now, so if I air out the car, it's gonna smush this, and every time this rear beam moves up and down, it's gonna rub a hole in there. If you look at the factory one, or this one, you can see there's a gap up here. I put my finger through it, so when it moves, there's no chance of it hitting. And then also, where did I put the old one? Oh, it's over here, so sorry. On this one, you can see we've aired out the car. You can see there's never been a time where this line has hit the body of the car, whereas this one's like just on it. So I think we're gonna keep the original ones on there. Okay, so before my camera died, I was saying we're gonna keep these ones in the car because they fit and have the gap. They're not gonna hit the body of the car, and they're not in bad shape. Good. So these ones are coming back out. All right, so at this point, the car is pretty much done. We skipped the rear brake lines, you guys saw. The fronts are back on. We bled the entire car. That's all good to go. We still had a vibration in the front, which I rebalanced the front wheels. The driver's side was good, but the passenger side needs 10 grams, so I tossed it right there. So this now should balance out no problem, and hopefully that'll fix our little vibration issue I was having. It was super annoying. I bolt checked the full bottom of the car, nothing was loose, and now okay, so hopefully with this being balanced now, that'll fix our slight vibration I was having. All right, so I'm getting an issue on the R32 now. We're about to pull it off the lift, and for some reason, as I go and turn the car on, it beeps and says brake system failure, which right now if I pump the brakes it gets tight, but as soon as you turn the car on, the pedal just goes to the floor. Now we already bled the brakes. It was feeling fine, but you can see it's flashing now. So I'm gonna turn the car back off. I have the computer here. I'm gonna go through, maybe there's a reset for this, and so we can't figure this out. So the only code I have under the brake system is the all-wheel drive control module, no signal/communication. That's the only thing I have here, nothing for brake failure or anything like that. Like I said, we bled all the brakes, the pedal felt good, we got fluid out of each one, no air in any of the lines. But whenever I start the car, same thing. And I just keep pumping and pumping. Like when it's off, it gets tight, but as soon as the car turns on, pedal just to the floor, and it's all very unhappy. But it's not beeping about the brake. Oh, yeah, it is. I guess it's the e-brake. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Everything's flashing. So, I don't know. This pedal has nothing. Like I said, underneath, the only code I have is just the all-wheel drive control. There's nothing about brake failure, nothing about anything else. So maybe that's what's causing this, but I can't imagine. This was flashing saying brake failure. So, I don't know. So I went through and I topped off the reservoir as far as I possibly could. I thought I had it full before, but I filled it like way up. And now when I start the car, let me close it real fast because it was saying the hatch is open. Let me close this. So now, it's just saying service now, but I don't have the stop warning light, and that's flashing. So I'm assuming it's flashing because the brake reservoir is low, but will that solve my super squishy pedal feeling? I sure hope so. So I'm gonna pump it while this car's off. All right, so stiff as before, and now we'll turn the car on. All right, so no more flashing lights. It goes to the floor. I'm gonna try and pump it and see what happens, but like, it's just super soft, which it shouldn't be. We bled everything, and there was just straight fluid coming out. Unless I missed a step, but we bled the rear, bled the front. But it's just so squishy. I almost feel like there's still more air in there. I almost feel like there's still more air in the line, but we got everything out. But it was just straight. Yeah. I don't know. This pedal's just like to the floor. Yeah, we're out of time today to bleed them again, but like it's just to the floor. And thankfully there's no more lights in the car, which is good. Actually, e-brake down. Okay, so no more lights. That's good. This is for the steering angle sensor, which I don't know why it's just on, but this is correct. But this pedal's like mush, like absolute mush, and it shouldn't be. I already checked under the car. There's no leaks at any of the fittings. I don't know, but at least it's not saying brake fail anymore. That's good. That's a good first step. I had no codes on here to show for that, so I think it was an actual issue. So we filled it up. That's good. This pedal sucks. Like, oh, let's pull it out of the shop. I'm gonna go in the parking lot. There's no cars here. It's not a big deal. And then maybe as I just drive a little bit, it'll get better. I mean, other than that, I'll have to come back tomorrow, put it back in the lift, and then try and re-bleed them again, I guess, and see what happens. Maybe we just got air in the system. Maybe that was too low. The reservoir was too low. And we just got air on the back end somewhere, possibly. But the pressure bleeder puts fluid in as you fill it, so it shouldn't have been low, but this pedal feels like garbage. It's so, like, to the floor. So we'll pull it out, and then we'll come back tomorrow and try her again. So the car is outside, absolutely zero brakes, like 2% brake pedal. I don't know if we did it wrong. I tried to run an actuator test with this, which all seems to work for the ABS, but the car has, I mean, no brakes. Also, Jordan's here, take us home, but there's no brakes. I don't know what we messed up or we did wrong. We bled all sides of the car, had nothing but fluid coming out, no more air. There's no leaks anywhere that I can see or find, unless maybe the brake booster itself took a crap and that's dead, which possibly. But even, I don't hear any like air hissing anywhere in the engine bay. And when the car's off, it builds up great pressure, and then when the car's on, there's just nothing. So I don't know if it's something with the ABS that's going weird, that we messed up, but I don't know. The car's just there tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and try and figure it out. I didn't plan on filming this much of this. This will be Casey's video, but there's just been this whole issue, and I want to kind of document it. So if any of you guys know what's happening, you can let us know if you have the same issue. It might be the brake booster, but I don't know. It's just so weird. It was perfect before, and then we messed with the car, obviously, and something happens. Either we messed up or it messed up or something broke, and I don't know. We'll research tonight, come back tomorrow, and hopefully get it figured out. So it's good though. Has fancy blue brake lines now, but no brakes. Back home now, and since the R32 is not home tonight, we're gonna let the good old Joker wagon sleep in the garage tonight. She's already getting a little bit frosty. It is cold out here tonight. You'll be sleeping good. Tell you what, this car is such a champ. This thing starts up first try every single time. No questions asked. What a champ. All right, got the wagon nicely tucked away in the garage. Gonna let it run for just a little bit. And in the meantime, I've got a couple updates for you guys. So our first update will come over here to the good old Jetta wagon. Quick update on this car. The brake parts should have been here today, but they got delayed. So my brake pistons, boots, that kind of stuff should be here by tomorrow. Also the steel brake lines, and hopefully the powder coated piece is back all this week and try to knock that out. Also, I swapped the side marker light to this one. This is the one we had in Casey's car, a much nicer, like crystal clear smoke look. I went ahead and ordered smoked for this and also sort of clear. That way I can go through and I can do clear, clear, and clear to see how that looks. And then also do smoked and smoked. And also, I have a set of amber fender lights. So we might try the amber and amber, because actually, I quite like the amber on the black. I don't want to go too like Halloween, like the black and orange, but I do love the amber on this car, so I'm gonna get amber here and then amber here. I don't know if I would ever do the red and ambers back here. I don't quite like the red and amber. I love this tail light the best, so probably we'll stick with the clear, clear, and clear, but I have all three options now. We can go through all of them and see what we like best. Okay, now update on this thing. Yes, it's still sitting here. Yes, I still have it. I am just waiting currently right now on an invoice from Troubleshooting, and then all the parts for that shall be on their way. I ordered the clutch separately last night. That should be here hopefully in a week or so. And then yeah, just trying. I'm so far behind on this car, but we still should be good to make Euro Tripper. Like I said, all the parts for that should be on the way very, very soon. I gotta work on getting airlift for this car. But the clutch is on its way. I already have the harness, that kind of stuff. We're gonna be doing the 5-speed instead of the 6-speed. I wanted the 6-speed, I have the 6-speed, but For the 6-speed in a Mark III, got to cut and move the trans mount back a little bit, get custom axles, just not stuff I have time for right now. I have the full 5-speed swap with the axles, the cups, all that kind of stuff. So a little more streamlined, do 5-speed now, 6-speed later on. Not the biggest deal. I still need to find a front lip and side skirts. I might go with Switch Happy Euro. He makes replica parts of a lot of different things. I've heard good, I've heard bad, but at this point I cannot find an OEM set of Votex front, Votex sides. All I need, that's all I need left for the car for body wise. But I just can't find them yet, so I might go that route. We'll have to see. I've already talked to the Patreon about this, but we'll see about that. But yeah, that's your update for this car. I gotta try this car. The goal is to have this car running this month. That's the goal. Like I said, I'm waiting an invoice right now, either today, tomorrow. All the parts for that will be on their way. I have to order the front mount intercooler probably this week if I can. The clutches are already on its way. I need a front lip, side skirts, and then we're moving. The harness is already here. Most of the pieces are already paint matched and ready to go. Just a few more things. We're really close. We have all the pieces kind of scattered about. I said I'll put them all together. We just had so many other things going on between this car, Casey breaking her leg, and it's just been busy. I apologize. I want to be faster with this car, but it's just been busy. Life happens. It's kind of how it is. But still, we're hopefully still on track to make Euro Tripper. That is the goal. We also have another surprise for that as well, but we'll see if that works out. But yeah, 5-speed 1.8T swap. Hopefully the parts will be here soon, clutch here soon. I might do the Switch Happy Euro, the rep stuff for the front lip and the side skirts just for the time being. I mean, I've seen pictures. It looks good. It is fiberglass. He does have an option for fiberglass like reinforced, so it's a bit stronger because fiberglass tends to explode if you hit it and crack it and that kind of stuff. But like I said, we have most of the pieces just scattered about. I said I'll put it all together, and I think we'll be good to go. And hopefully have this car on a boat being shipped out of here probably like first or second weekend of January, which is like almost a little over a month from now. Not a lot of time, but I think we still got it. We pulled off the Savoy, kind of the same timeline. I think we can do this as well. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll go ahead and mention this again. For those of you who want to help support the channel further than just watching the video, and you want to help this car get done and make a Euro Tripper, the Patreon link's down below. We talk about all sorts of stuff on there. They know all the plans ahead of time. Cool behind the scenes, new parts, new stuff, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to join the Patreon, link down below. So I think that's all the current updates for this car. Ooh, also interior-wise, I was going to have the Pink Floyd turn into Recaro Pink Floyds, but again, time-wise, money-wise, won't be able to make that happen right now. But I am going to try and find a set of the Cabrio Sport version Pink Floyd seats that look much nicer than the stock one of the car, which I'll show you real quick if you haven't seen. This car just has the stock Mark III seat, no bolstering. They're in great shape, as you can see right there, but no bolstering, kind of boring. The Pink Floyd edition came with a nice sport seat with the bolstering here and the bolstering here. So swap those in, same fabric but more sporty, and it'll look a lot better in the car. So next update will be wheels for this car. I showed you this before. I want to do the OZ Cygnus 3-spoke wheels on this car. I think they're 17x8 all around. 50120. Dimitri from Retro Wheels has a spare set. He said he'll sell to me. Thank you, Dimitri, for that. He's an apocalypse for me. I'm going to paint match the faces here to the car, just that ultimate 90s paint match face vibe, and that is our wheel situation. And then in the front, I have a spare set of all clear lights going over to the UK, headed to Heart and Soul Paintworks. He has a very beautiful Mark III. I actually just had an accident with it. It's the blue and orange one. Very, very sad the car got destroyed, but thankfully he's okay, and no one got hurt, which is very, very good. But he does a lot of very nice paintwork with taillights, tinting, that kind of stuff. And he said he can take my clear set and make them match his car perfectly, which is dope. That's the last set of lights I need. We have the rears in the back. We have these side markers here. We got these paint mats. All I needed was these ones, and he's gonna make it happen. So shout out to him. So yeah, that is the update with the Pink Floyd. It's not sold. I promise I did not forget about this car. There's just been a bunch of life stuff happening. So cars can't always come first. Lots of things also going on, but I promise I have not forgot about this car. It will get done. I'm trying my best. And again, for the engine, at first I was gonna go crazy with the engine, but I was buying stuff that wasn't even necessary for it. So keeping it pretty simple. It'll be peppy, it'll be fun, it'll be refreshed, it'll be good to go. I'm gonna paint this intake manifold to match the car. We'll have the carbon fiber engine cover on top, and then I think I'm gonna paint the transmission, which is back, and this mess over here. Transmission sitting right there. That's good to go. We'll paint that probably silver. I'll do the block black. The cylinder head probably silver. Just a nice refresh, make it look clean. Like I said, I was gonna go overboard this thing, but then I realized there's really no point to do. I was gonna spend money on so many dumb things I didn't actually need. I got everything I needed. It's gonna be a good, reliable, healthy engine, and we should have a lot of fun and have an absolute blast in this car. So very, very soon, I'll start the teardown of this engine. Actually, my first 1.T teardown ever, and then we'll build it back up, paint some stuff, slap it in the car, and get this thing running this month, hopefully. So with that, I think that's all the updates I have for you right now. Talked about the Jetta, talked about Pink Floyd. I think I'm gonna end my video right now. If you wanna see the rest of Casey's video on what happened with the R32, we should have it fixed tomorrow, hopefully. I'll go check out her video. I'm gonna end this one right here, and then she can film how we fixed the car, if we fix the car, which we should, but gotta figure that out. So if you wanna see that, go check out her video. Again, I apologize for the slow progress on the Pink Floyd. Trying my very best. We have a lot going on right now, and I've just been super behind. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget everything for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.